Good morning. It is Sunday, the 5th of October. And today, my girlfriend and I will be visiting one and maybe two flea markets here in the city of Copenhagen. But first, I gotta head over to 7-Eleven to send this package. It's a gaming controller for my iPhone that I don't have any use for anymore. I've got a dedicated Android gaming handheld now that I'm much more happy about. So that's the plan for the day. And then we'll finish off with a quick visit to the stadium to watch FC Copenhagen play today, which is my favorite team. Det er godt nok flot i dag. Hej skat. My primary way of getting around Copenhagen is by bike. I used to have a car in the city, and then when I came home from New York, I told myself that I needed to get into a better shape and got myself a bike subscription and been biking ever since. Skat? Må se. Den er flot. To be honest, I've never been the biggest flea market guy, but I decided to give it a try today just to kind of see if I could find any great deals and then also feel out what the vibe is like. And to be honest, it's pretty cool. Tons of great stuff. Just haven't found anything yet that I'd like to buy. This flea market is located between Nørrebro and Frederiksberg, and it's right under this thing. I asked ChatGPT if I could consider this a bridge. It said technically yes, but it said the proper name for something like this would be a viaduct. Not entirely sure how to pronounce that in English, but that's at least what it is. And got myself some Dr. Martens shoes. Skat, vil du lige holde den her i bare lige 2 sekunder? I've got them in brown at home, but I found these ones in black that I always wanted. And I ended up just paying 150 kroners for them. And I'll note down the exchange rate in euros and US dollars down below. So super happy about that. Now we're gonna head home, drop this off and drop that off as well that my girlfriend she got. And then we'll head over to the next flea market. All right, so we made it back home, and now I want to give these Dr. Martens loafers a try, just to kind of get an idea of the fit. I was super happy about this purchase. I actually didn't expect to be buying anything, but saw these and I was like, I gotta get these. And the fit is absolutely perfect, I would say. Sure if you'll be able to see this, but ta-da, ta-da. Nice.
Wow, de flotte.
Ja, ikke?
Ej, skat, de sidder godt, ikke?
De sidder perfekt, tror jeg.
De er flotte.
Tak. De minder lidt om den her.
Har du vist dit andet par?
Det gør jeg nu.
At de er lidt beskidte.
So I already got these in brown. They're a little dirty, but as you can see.
And it's without the yellow stitch, so they're kind of more classic, maybe?
Yeah. And I wasn't supposed to style my hair like this on purpose. I put on a hat, and then a bike helmet, and then the hat again. And this is the product of that. Det er næste gang. And now we're on our way to the next flea market. And this one is going to be the one by Blågårdsgade here in Nørrebro. Ej, jeg tænker, vi kan bare lige cykle herind og så lige krydse over.
Ja.
All right, so the Nørrebro one is not happening today. Not sure if you looked at the wrong date or if it's due to the weather, because it is a little cloudy and the weather report does say that it's gonna rain. But yeah, no flea market at Blågårdsgade, so now we're gonna head over to another one instead. All right, so the next one is the one here on Enghavepladsen. In the middle of the city. And what I like about this one is that there's lots of different items and not just clothing. Hvad siger du? Ja. A little bit of rain shouldn't be holding you back. It's about wearing your rain jacket, some waterproof pants, and then you're good to go. And then be grateful of the fact that you get to bike in the rain. Kunsthallen. Jo. On our way home, we made a quick pit stop here at Kunsthallen, which is this art gallery that's located very, very close to where we live. Now, one of the things that I really like to do, just to wind down, is to play on my Retroid Pocket 5, which is this Android-based handheld. And I play various different games. I play a lot of like old games that I emulate, but one of the newer games that I play is Call of Duty Mobile. I've got Call of Duty Black Ops on my PS5 as well, but I actually prefer playing on my Retroid Pocket 5. Not sure why, maybe because I grew up with these handhelds just like this one. It's just a nice experience being able to like just pull this out and then take a quick game and then put it back down. All right, let's see, where do we got these? Oh, there's one. All right, round two. I used to play a lot more in the past, and then I stopped playing, but lately I've been starting to do it again, and after I got myself this Retroid Pocket 5, I've just been gaming so much more, and it's such a nice way to just wind down and not be on your phone. And they're hiding good here. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's a double kill. And then someone took me down. I really think it's important to allow yourself to turn off your brain sometimes. That's what I feel like I'm doing at the moment. Just pulling out my Retroid Pocket 5. Playing a few games of Call of Duty Mobile, some FIFA, maybe even some Pokemon. If you're into Pokemon, by the way, and some of these old GBA type Pokemon games, then I want you to know that there's a huge ROM hacking community out there that has taken some of these original Pokemon games and then modded them like crazy. And one of the most famous one is Pokemon Unbound. I've got it on my Retroid Pocket 5. I just haven't gotten to play it yet. I think I'm too addicted to Call of Duty Mobile, to be honest with you. But what I really like about these type of games is that you can just pick them up, play for 5 minutes, and then put it down again. So next month I'll be heading to Lisbon, Portugal, and that's together with a couple of awesome coworkers from my company. So these coworkers, they won a trip to Lisbon off the back of a competition that we ran. I got the honor and the privilege of being their tour leader, who gets to show them around Portugal, or Lisbon specifically, and then really giving them a good time. And I really am grateful and fortunate to be working for a company where I'm getting opportunities like these. So the company I work for is called Linus. and I've been working there for the past 8 years. It is a scale-up with offices around the world. However, when I started, we were a tiny company with just a single office here in Copenhagen and around 10 folks. And now we've expanded to more than 10 different places. And I've had the privilege and the honor throughout the years to visit many of our different offices around the world. I got to live in New York for 2 years when we opened up our office over there. So yeah, super stoked to be given this opportunity as well, to be the tour guide for this awesome group. And what I've done is that I've extended the trip by a couple of days. So right after that trip ends, my girlfriend will be flying over from Copenhagen to Lisbon, and we get to spend a couple of days there, seeing the city, eating some great Portuguese food, and also try out a bunch of different, not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but pastéis de nata. If I completely butchered that pronunciation, then let me know. But super excited for that. So what I'm doing at the moment is that I'm looking at a couple of different Airbnbs where my girlfriend and I can stay. Now, take a look at all these beautiful options there are to choose from. Wow. How many reviews do we've got? 202 and then 4.84. That's pretty good. Here we've got something with a view. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. Now, to be 100% honest, I haven't done too much research into Lisbon. Fortunately, I've got a friend who has lived there for 2 years, and she did give me an idea of some of the areas to check out. So I'll try to find a Airbnb within those areas. All right, so managed to find the right Airbnb for my girlfriend and I's trip to Lisbon next month. And took a quick nap, and now it's time to head over to Parken to watch FC Copenhagen play. And I'm super excited. Going to the stadium is probably one of my most favorite things to do, regardless of where I am in the world. So I try my best to watch as many games as possible, to visit as many stadiums as possible as well, whenever I'm traveling. So let's take a look at the uniforms. I've got the Copenhagen jersey on, as you can see. And then I've also got a scarf, which you can see here. Also got this blue hat, which has the logo of the company that I work for, Linus. However, it happened to be white and blue, which is the exact same colors as Copenhagen. So I thought it would match the outfit quite well. All right, I will see you at the stadium. And for the game, I'll be wearing the same loafers that I got from the flea market today. I will be giving these a try. Så vi er ankommet til stadion, skat? Yes! Og kampen starter om 40 minutter. So the game has been delayed for a couple of minutes due to all the smoke on the pitch, due to all the fireworks. That's what you get when it's a tough game here in Copenhagen. All right, that was the end of that game. and unfortunately that was a draw. But hey, still managed to get 1 point. Now it's time to head home, and this also marks the end of today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you next time.